Hello, it's Barika again, and I am here at the KMOJ radio station. Here it is, and I'm here to interview Mr. Bongo J. Tell a little bit about yourself.
I am the Bongo Man, Ras Bongo Jerry. Born and raised in the country, but dadly commonly known as Antigua and Barbuda, Twin Island State, in the Leeward Islands in the sunny Caribbean, located about 300 miles west of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. I'm also a native of St. Kitts Sugar City. Been living in Minnesota here since before Noah made the ark, if I may say, but that's okay. I'm fine. I'm in Minnesota. I'm producer, host, director, everything. Rasta the control for Cool Runnings Tropical Vibrations. The show The Difference, by the way, on FM 89.9 KMOJ, the People Station.
Okay, and my first question to you, Bongo, is what is dancehall music?
Dancehall, as it relates to, before we get to music, first we have to go back to the cultural aspect of dancehall, because dancehall is really a saying in the island. It's just one of the things that people say. You're going to a dancehall, which is like you're going to a club to hang out, have a good time. So it is a saying, dancehall. But as it relates to music, it is actually part of the Caribbean music, which is a wide range of music, and you could start from calypso, reggae, soca, quote-unquote, dancehall, merengue, salsa. It's a whole mix-up. We are a mix-up people culturally, but dancehall is all part of that culture. But I'm thinking specifically as you're relating it to reggae dancehall, which I will comment a bit. It's part of the whole, what should I say, the whole journey of Jamaican music, starting from go way back where you say mento, blue beat, rocksteady, ska, rocksteady, into reggae, advance, into dancehall. Dancehall is very important in Caribbean culture, music, because originally what we call calypso, I would say in Antigua, calypso as we know as soca. That dancehall beat is the original soca beat, is what they used to use in what we call old time calypso, with a 2 beat on the kick drum and a 1 beat, on the snare. But so the family, as it goes musically, as a family, Jamaicans turn it around, to suit what they call reggae dancehall, which is cool, and even go further as many Spanish speaking country, whether it be Mexico, particularly in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, one of the most popular music in the dancehall, as they say in the club, is reggaeton, and it's very popular, and it's right now one of the biggest selling artists in the world, period, is Sean Paul musically, and his music, he comes across, he's a dancehall artist. They have many, whether it be Beanie Man, Buju Banton. There's so much names that you can call for that. But also, one of the important things about dancehall that is important today in reggae, in music, because music today is really suffering in many ways. There's not many big stars. Only the Rolling Stones and a few of those big acts can really sell a club. Many groups are not working. They're working weekends, and not doing all-week shows and so forth like that. Hip-hop, as you might know, it's not really what it was with Tupac and Biggie, and even just maybe 5 years ago. But there's a saying in the islands. I know when I was growing up playing steel drums, because I play steel pan up, pan as we call it. One of the things that the old musicians used to always say, and understanding, for us to understand our musical culture, because all black music is family, and basically it's based on what we call a 4/4 timing or a 2/4. It's a 1-2, 1-2, 3/4 call and response. That's bottom line. And all black music is family. So whether you want to say jazz, blues, reggae, dancehall, calypso, soca, call it what you want. All black music is one family, just a matter of different culture. If you're in America, or if you're in the Caribbean, if you're in Puerto Rico, that your culture starts to relate what you say identifies the identification of what's your or influential music is what I would say, you know, whatever in Cuba or anything like that. But one of the things that they used to always tell us to understanding that connection, as some old Americans used to call it Blue Note, is to understand that calypso is the first cousin of jazz. Reggae is the first cousin of R&B, soul, and so you could say the dancehall reggae is the first cousin of hip hop, because they're basically the same thing and moving with the same beat. It's just a matter once again of culture and where you're from, if you're from the Caribbean or you're from America, but it is the same language. It speaks to the same language. But one other thing I could wrap it up with, because I could say a lot, but I would say that it is definitely part of our culture. But one thing that's important about dancehall music right now, it is one of the biggest selling black music in the world. And it is outselling hip-hop, it's outselling many R&B,
yes,
and it's outselling many other things. Matter of fact, Japan is the biggest, you know, not producer of music per se, but Japan, dancehall music is sold in Japan bigger than anywhere else in the world. Matter of fact, many dancehall artists now release in Japan before they release in Jamaica. Sometimes they don't even have a release in Jamaica or Europe as it used to be. It was England, Germany, France. Those places were the place that they go. Now it's Japan. I remember years ago I met TOK, a very popular group from Jamaica that performed at First Avenue years ago, and they were on the way to Japan to release their album. They weren't on their way to Jamaica. They were leaving Jamaica on the way to Japan to release dancehall. So it is a very very big part of our culture. And right now, I think there are 3 people that is nominated for Grammy this year. One is Sean Paul for his Mohawk dancehall CD. The other one is Jimmy Cliff for his Roots reggae album. Quite frankly, I can't remember the third, but there it goes. That's basically how I feel about it. So, I mean, if you have any more questions?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me, and dancehall. Cool, right?